Hello everyone, I am Prankur Gupta and today we are going to understand object-oriented programming. So before telling you about object-oriented programming, let me tell you that when the programming starts, first we start writing programs in binary form. That was quite compatible with machines, but it was not possible for humans to understand it. So a more familiar language was required. After that, assembly language came in which it was possible to write alphanumeric characters also. So basically assembler was used in this assembly language, which was converting this source code which we have write to the binary form. So now it was easy to understand the program. After that, more familiar languages came like procedural languages, which is C. C is a procedural language in which we can write procedures. Now what is procedure? Some set of instructions that we know that are going to repeat in our program multiple times. We can store them in a procedure, and whenever the requirement of these instructions came, then we can easily call these instructions using the name of the procedure. Now this is procedural languages. And after that, object-oriented programming came like C++ and Java. In object-oriented programming, the concept of classes and objects came into existence. Like, if you see in your surroundings, everything is an object. So that was basically inspired by the real-world entities. These languages were inspired by these all things. Now, let's move to next slide. These are all the concepts of OOPs, which we are going to understand in this lesson. First, let us discuss classes and objects. What are classes and objects? Before telling you what are classes and objects, let me tell you an example. If you understand it, you will easily get the clear idea about classes and objects. Now, if you see, before writing a program, first you think of an algorithm, or in algorithm, before writing algorithm, you think of a logic, or what you are going to apply in this program. So what is an algorithm? Algorithm is basically a template, or you can say a design of your program, which is describing what you are going to do in your program, or what is the behavior of your program. So algorithm is just a design. It has no significance without its program. Now after writing an algorithm, you start writing a program. So this program is an implementation part where your actual results will come out. So classes and objects are the same things like algorithm and program. Classes are an algorithm which is a design in which we are describing what our object is going to do. And objects are the real world entities. Like I have already told you, everything surrounding you is an object. So these are the real world entities. Let us discuss with one more example. Here is a class dog, which is describing all the properties and you can say behave or states or behaviors of a dog. Like a dog can bark, a dog can sit, a dog can stand, a dog can move his tail. So these all are the behaviors and states of dog. Now this class dog has no significance because we don't know that what type of dog we are talking about, because this class dog is just a template. Now these are the real world entities in these pictures. These are the objects. Now we know that this dog is of a breed, this dog is of another breed. These all are of different breeds. So that is all about classes and objects. Now let me tell you what we can include in classes. Classes may contain methods that describe the behavior of objects. So basically in a class we can describe some methods which will describe the behavior of objects. Like I have already told you, a dog can bark. A dog can bark. So we can call this method using the object of this class. So it will print woof on screen. So only dog objects can bark. The class cannot bark because a class has no significance without its object. So we have to create the object of this class, then we can call this function. Otherwise it will not work. Okay, now let's move to another concept of OOPS, which is data abstraction. It is a concept of hiding the functionalities, or you can say implementation, of a system from the end user. Its example is calculator inner functionalities like where data is storing in memory are not important for user. User is only concerned with the results. He only wants the results. He is not concerned with how the result is calculating, how the data is storing in memory. Like if we type 7 plus 8 in calculator, then you just need 15. You are not concerned with how 7 plus 8 is getting added internally. So that is why the programmer hides the functionalities or implementation from the end user. This is data abstraction. Now, what is encapsulation? Encapsulation means hiding the code and data into a single unit to protect the data from outside world. It is basically means that presenting a system as a whole without describing its smaller or different parts. Its example is a television consists of many parts internally. Like a television can have many inner circuits internally, but what we are seeing is basically a manufacturer is just showing us a display screen, which is of our concern. We have no concern with what are inside the television. So this is known as encapsulation. Now let's move to the next concept, which is inheritance. It is a concept in which one class acquires the properties and methods of some other class. By properties and methods here means that states and behavior, which I have already discussed. So, or you can say data members and methods. It is a concept in which one class is acquiring the data members and methods of some other class. A class which acquires the properties and methods of some other class is known as derived class. So basically here means that a class which is getting the properties and methods of some other class is known as derived class, and a class which gets inherited is known as base class or parent class. So basically here a class which is giving its properties and methods to some other class is known as base class or parent class. Its real life example is a son acquires all the states and behavior of his father. This is true. Your father has some states and behaviors which are acquired by you. So basically here your father is a parent class and your son is a child class. This is the same case for your grandfather and your father also. Your grandfather is giving your all states and behaviors to your father, and your father is acquiring it. So this is all about inheritance. Now, what is polymorphism? It is the ability of an object to behave differently in different situations. Its example is a man at same time can be father, husband or son. Same is the case for an object. An object can behave differently in different situations. Might you get different output for one object in different situations. So we will discuss it later. Then you will get a clear idea about polymorphism, because you will get it understand only when we will implement it. Now guys, in this lesson I am just discussing the basic definitions of these all OOPS concept. These are vast topics of Java, so we will discuss them in later lessons, so in detail. So for now, please don't, if you like my video, don't forget to follow and share this video. This is my Una Academy profile link. You can go there and follow me. Thank you guys. I hope you like my video.